Hello everyone, and welcome to Super Nintendo Gamer. I'm Alex. Today Nintendo has just shown off some more gameplay and details for Metroid Samus Returns. The new details in the game are really spectacular. I've seen them, the gameplay, the trailers, they look good. Very good. One of the new things in Metroid Samus Returns is her new move, melee counter. They said the melee counter is a move where you can block enemy attacks. For example, if an enemy comes charging at Samus and you don't have time to shoot it to defeat it, you can press the X button and whack it, get back and attack. It's kind of like Link's fairy attacks from Breath of the Wild. Like, for example, the melee attacks. A lot of the Metroids come moving fast, and it's hard sometimes to dodge them or get hits on them. You can use the melee counter to stun them and hammer them hard, which will also come in handy against enemies that move fast too. So the Omega Metroids are really fast and they're really tough. So you probably have to use the melee counter to take them down, since they're really a lot faster and stronger from previous Metroids. Now on to Samus' new move. Samus also has a new ability called Aeon. It's a type of energy-like things that she can collect to fill. They're like the new moves that can help her out through her quest. One of her Aeon moves is called the Scan Pulse. Now, the Scan Pulse is kind of like the X-ray vision from Super Metroid. You can use it to locate hidden passageways and items, which really makes it good, because if you get stuck, like say, in an area and you don't know how to get out of it, you can use the Scan Pulse maybe to find a hidden passageway to get out, which is really nice. And her other Aeon move is called the Lightning Armor. You can use it to block enemy attacks or run through danger. Kind of like they showed in the trailer where she's running. It's like these spiky like tentacles, and normally they hurt Samus to take damage from. With the Lightning Armor, she can just go through them without taking any damage. It also works on enemies too. Her other Aeon move is called the Beam Bust. Now, the Beam Bust is kind of like a big, it boosts up her firepower and her fire aim. So she shoots out like a whole bunch of like these little missiles, and it's kind of like her laser beam, but instead she shoots out missiles, so it shoots out like a whole swarm of them. They said it really works good to take down stronger enemies, or take out, like say, there's a whole wave of enemies coming at you and you can't get them all real fast. You can just use that move to take them down. Now, her last Aeon move is called the Phase Drift. The Phase Drift freezes everything. It just stops. It slows down enemies and objects, including those little blocks that disappear and always makes you fall down. They said it's good, like in the one of the gameplay, there's these fireballs coming at Samus, and you don't have enough time to get to the top because they keep hitting her and knocking her back down. It shows that you can use the Phase Drift, the freezer, to slow them down, and you can climb up. Then you can do the space jump and go up to the next level. They said you can also use the Phase Drift with the Beam Bust and really hammer enemies, especially if it has stronger enemies like the Metroids. Now they said the Aeons meter, you also get like these little energy like things to refill up your Aeon meter. Because if Samus don't have her Aeon meter full, and she can't use any of these moves. Once the Aeon meter gets low, you can't use them. So you have to defeat enemies to get Aeon, energy, so you can use Aeon moves. So you can also find like big orbs of them laying around, which makes it really nice. Now, some items from previous Metroid games are going to be in Metroid Samus Returns. The grappling beams being returned too. Grappling on the stuff from previous Metroids where you have to grapple on and swing to the other side. Also, they said there's going to be these new blocks in the game called red blocks. It says you can only defeat them. The gameplay shows you can destroy the red blocks with the grappling beam. It also shows the grappling beam just comes on automatically, and you can just pull it and you can break the red blocks with the grappling beam. Now, another move it shows she has at its back is the power bombs. The power bombs are back as well too, which makes off now nice. Because I figure there'll be a lot of areas where you have to use the power bombs to open up so you explore more deeper into the planet. Okay. Also, the game is going to have Amiibo support. Okay. They said, here's the Amiibo. They said the two new Amiibos, the Samus and Metroid Amiibo, and the Metroid Amiibo will release on the game. Will launch on launch day with the game, September 15th. Okay. They said the Samus Amiibo will restore your Aeon, replace your Aeon energy, so Samus can use more Aeon energy, which is nice because if you get stuck like in an area and you can't, let's say, get back to get more Aeon energy, you can just use that Amiibo to tap on and boom, get Aeon energies back up. And also it says after you beat the game, you unlock Metroid 2 artwork. 2 thumbs up for that. And they said the Metroid Amiibo helps you locate the Metroids. Kind of like a cracking thing where you can crack the Metroids. And then after you beat the game, you can use it to unlock the fusion mode. A more harder mode of the game. But Samus loses her fusion suit. So the fusion suit returns. It'll be nice to see it again after all these years. Okay, now the Super Smash Bros. Samus Amiibo replenishes her Samus's missiles, which will be good because you can only use missiles to defeat Metroids. That way, like if you got low during the Metroid fight, you can just use that and use the Smash Bros. Samus to restore your missiles and take down those Metroids. That way you don't have to like go back and backtrack and defeat enemies and get missiles and come back to the enemy. This way, you can defeat the Metroids a lot faster. So by punishing missiles during battle. Now the Zero Suit Samus replenishes Samus's energy, which will be good because if you get like stuck in an area where there's like you're in a big boss fight or stuck in an area where you get low on health, you can just use the Zero Suit Samus Amiibo to restore all Samus's health. Oh yeah, and the Smash Bros. Samus unlocks Artwork too. And the Zero Suit Samus unlocks Soundcrack after you beat the game. Okay, now onto the gameplay. The gameplay in Metroid Samus Returns is really spectacular. The graphics are a lot more beautiful than the old Game Boy. It is. Also seen in Metroid Samus Returns, some of the Metroids have element abilities like Electric and Fire, which can make it harder to beat them. Sounds hard. It says when they get those abilities, they're a lot more stronger. Good. Like they said, the Fire. Like when Metroid's got a Fire ability, you have to use the Ice Beam to freeze them. It shows if you charge up your charge shots and hit him in the belly, it temporarily delays that powers. Like the Fire, like a Metroid with a Fire ability. You can use the Ice Beam, you can charge up your Ice Beam and blast it in its stomach, and it will lose its power for a little bit. And before it gains back up, giving you time to hit it with your missiles before it regains its power. Okay, that's pretty much on this video on Metroid Samus Returns. And thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you subscribe for more Super gameplay, Super game news from Super Nintendo Gamer. And tune in tomorrow for my video on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Okay. I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye bye for now. Bye bye, everyone.